What is good, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to become a god tier dribbler in NBA 2K23, and this will be the first video in the dribbling series in which we'll focus on how to do the moves first before we go in the future videos to show you which moves to do at which specific time to beat your defender off the dribble. So there's a lot to discuss in this video. A significant part of this video discusses all the moves that's available in NBA 2K23. So if you're a more advanced user, skip to the 850 mark. That's about the time where I discuss how to build combos in NBA 2K23 and incorporating the new mechanics and new systems introduced into NBA 2K23 into how to build up your dribble game. Now, if you don't find a specific move in this video, it probably means that I already covered it in a separate video. For example, the attacking size-up video is a more detailed discussion of how the attacking size-up system works. I also showed different sham god dribble moves, different hesitation dribbles, and different snatchback dribbles that I discussed in previous videos. I'll link them in the playlist below. So over the next few days, we'll be continuing to build up our dribble game by introducing a series of tutorials that will help you become a better dribbler with different players. And let's start with the most significant introduction into NBA 2K23 that really changes the dribbling system. That's the introduction of the adrenaline boost system, which is those 3 bars below your turbo meter. Executing any turbo launch or any aggressive move on offense or on defense will result in the reduction of 1 bar of your adrenaline boosts. So once you lose those 3 adrenaline boosts, you won't be able to execute any aggressive launch or turbo launch out of the triple threat or while dribbling. So as an example, take a look here as I execute an in and out dribble into a combo of different attacking size-ups without launching. As you can see here, no adrenaline boost bar is depleted. While if I execute a switchback combo or a double crossover combo and launch with turbo, you will see that I will now lose 1 bar out of my adrenaline boosts. That means now you must strategize when to use your adrenaline boost by turboing out of any size up and using specific moves which eat up 1 adrenaline bar. So now efficiency is the important thing to consider when you are dribbling. As you can see here, I will set up a launch without a turbo, but it's very quick. This is a Dame specific launch right here. I do a double between the legs crossover and launch without holding turbo, and as you can see there, that did not deplete my adrenaline boost until I had to hold turbo to get to the basket. Okay, so let's start with the basic moves. Tapping the right stick up left, up right, up, left or right, or down left or right to your non-ball hand will perform any size-up crossover. Tapping the right stick left to right to your ball hand will execute a hesitation dribble. And if you're confused about these moves are basic moves that are available in 2KU in the control section. So after any size up or crossover, hold the left stick up left or right towards the basket while holding turbo to perform an aggressive launch. This will result in the depletion of 1 of your adrenaline boost meters. Now, some of the momentum crossovers and momentum behind the back dribble moves also consume 1 adrenaline boost meter, and I'll discuss this in a separate video because there are some things I'd like to specifically drill down on in those specific moves, so watch out for that later today. Now, as you can see here, there are some size-up launches which are pretty quick and don't require holding turbo. As you can see here, that double between the legs dribble, launching directly into a explosive crossover launch does not require holding turbo. Now, this is a Dame-specific move, so you want to play around with your different athletes and different ball players to see what launch moves are available to them. Tapping the right stick up left or up right towards your ball hand will result in attacking in and out hezi. As you can see here, that's an aggressive forward launching move. This move is perfect to combine with a step back jumper to create that extra bit of space for players such as Steph Curry. Now, rotating the right stick clockwise or counterclockwise to your non-ball hand will result in a spin move. Now, rotating the right stick clockwise or counterclockwise to your ball hand will result in a crossover to a spin move. Tapping the right stick in any direction after rotating the right stick will result in a spin move size-up combo. I discussed this in a previous video in NBA 2K22 and I go into much more detail in that video, so I'll link that in the description below. And these moves will actually give you some extra sauce after your spin moves. So different Chris Paul type spin moves, Kyrie spin moves, Allen Iverson spin moves, it's all there, so I'll link that in the description below and see for yourself on how to execute these moves. So as you can see, the spin move looks slow while stationary, so the spin move really is best used while in motion. It gives you a good way to evade your defender, and when you combo that with your different size-up moves, now you can really cook and create some misdirection out of your dribble moves. See, notice the difference in speed right here. It's much more effective, very good at evading your defender, and as I mentioned earlier, there are different kinds of spin moves you can do by combining different left stick inputs. So any of the stationary basic size-ups that I showed till this point, you can also execute while on the move. So just tap the right stick in the same input that I mentioned earlier while on the move. Now holding R2 and tapping the right stick up, up left, or up right to your non-ball hand will perform an attacking crossover. And as I mentioned earlier, I already made a video on attacking crossovers and why I think they're such a game changer. I'll also link in the description below. Holding R2 and tapping the right stick left or right to your non-ball hand will perform a between the legs escape crossover. As you can see here, some of these escape crossovers are very good in creating space. Their launches are also very aggressive and also very wide. Tapping the right stick down left or down right to your non-ball hand will lead to a behind the back escape crossover, as you can see right here. So I hope you notice the trend here. Holding R2 and executing any of the size up moves I showed earlier will result in a more aggressive or escape variation of that specific move, such as this hesitation escape dribble move right here. Now tapping the left stick to the opposite direction of your right stick input for an escape crossover will lead to a hesitation escape dribble, as you can see right here. So it's a good way to create misdirection. You're crossing over but you're hopping in a different direction. So for example, with the ball on my left hand while holding turbo, I'll tap the right stick up right to perform an attacking crossover, and immediately after entering that right stick input, I tap the left stick to the left in order to cancel that into a hop hesitation. Now this is a great move to create some misdirection. You can also launch in different directions and combo that with your different size up moves. As you see right there, it's a great way to shift your body one way and then launch in a separate direction after that hesitation move. Now holding R2 while tapping the right stick down and away from the basket will result in an escape step back, which generates a lot of space, and you can launch out of this into a crossover. As you can see right here, this is a very effective move if you combine it with a lot of your attacking moves, such as the attacking in and out. So holding R2 and tapping the right stick up left or up right to your ball hand will perform any of 3 hezi in and out animations. So I'm not exactly sure how to trigger which specific animation right here. You get that very aggressive one that's almost like combining a shot fake with an in and out, a stationary in and out, and a longer, wider in and out combo, as you can see right there. So I'm not sure how to really trigger each specific one, but just execute the combo and see what you get. Holding R2 and tapping the right stick to your ball hand while driving at a diagonal angle towards the basket will result in an attack hesitation, which is a very aggressive move and can be comboed with different types of moves. So as you can see here, depending on the angle of Donovan Mitchell's body, I'm getting different types of hesitation dribble moves. That's the attack hesitation right there, and it's a good move to explode towards the basket. So this will require you to get familiar with your player's animations and body positioning. Do you want to be parallel, slightly at an angle, at a complete 45-degree angle, and see what you get using your different hesitation moves. There's a step back, there's one of those aggressive hezis that can combo into a sham god, and that aggressive attacking hezi animation right there. I think that's very sweet, and you can combo that with different crossovers, different step back jumpers, and it's an alternative to defender. As you can see right here, comboing that with a moving crossover is a great way to get your defenders off balance. You can also combo that with a snatch back dribble to create separation, and then you can launch into a crossover too. So this is something that you want to explore using out of pick and roll situations in the half-court setting. See what kind of attack animations you get. And this just emphasizes that executing any size up while moving laterally or changing your angle will give you different types of animations, such as the snatch back crossover right here. Alright, now let's get to building combos, and my first tip is that combos are built in twos. So any of your stationary size ups which I showed previously, you can combo into different types of double crossover animations. So do a double cross, a double between the legs dribble, or a double behind the back dribble just by doubling up on right stick input. And also you want to combo up on your different crossovers. So let's say you get started with a standard crossover, combo that to a between the legs dribble. Now maybe you want to add a little bit more, you combo that up with a behind the back dribble and see what kind of combos you can build. So it starts with twos and then you add a specific animation. My next tip is that you should let the animation talk and basically guide you on what combos well together. So take a look at this 2 dribble combo from Kyrie right here. You will see at the ending that looks like it can be chained with different animations, right? So we'll try to explore which moves can combo well with that. So it looks like it can combo well with a tween dribble, right? So after a crossover to a between the legs dribble, I combo that with repeated between the legs dribble, comboing the right stick from left to right repeatedly. So I start by tapping the right stick up left, then I tap the right stick to the right, and then I tap the right stick to the left and to the right repeatedly to execute this between the legs combo, which I can branch out of into an attacking crossover. So let's continue that exercise with Jordan Poole right here. We start with a crossover into a between the legs dribble, and then from there we continue to add one animation at a time. And as you can see here, the animations that I'm picking are blending well together. These look natural, and I can combo that, building off of these combos one by one. So by letting the animations talk and tell me and guide me basically how I can combo these moves together, and that's by analyzing these different moves to see what combos well, and then when you add another right stick input to your combos, you know it blends well if at first it looks right, it feels right, there's no hitch to it, there's no stuttery feeling, that jittery hard motion. As you can see here, these are all smooth combos, and if these combos are smooth, this just gets you one extra step into comboing into something that's very effective to launch out of. And this isn't necessarily something that you can do but just by using a player within 5 minutes. You have to learn the animations of your different players to make sure that you learn how to build your combos properly. And as you can see right here, after building up that combo, I now learn how to do a Jordan Poole specific combo animation, and that blends well together and the explosion is smooth. So Steph Curry right here, same thing. We basically recreated this NBA 2K22 signature combo. And I think one of the fundamental changes and introductions into NBA 2K23 is the introduction of switchback combos, which you should use to build your combos. So quickly tap the right stick from left to right or right to left, to or away from your ball hand to get a switchback combo. So with the ball in my right hand, I tap the right stick from right to left, and that gives us that first switchback combo. Now with the ball in my left hand, I tap the right stick to the right and then to the left, and that gives us a second switchback combo, which is entirely dependent on if you want to initiate the right stick input away from your ball hand or to your ball hand. So when I say combos are built in twos, these are your first two combo animations that you really want to be familiar with. So while Zach LaVine has a nice escape combo out of his switchback combos, Jordan Poole has a more stationary combo which reflects his dribble style. So here, tapping the right stick from left to right gives us this nice two dribble animation. Now with the ball in my right hand, if I tap the right stick from right to left, this gives us this nice smooth crossover animation from Jordan Poole right here. So changing up the timing of your switchback combos will give you different dribble combos and animations. So we start here with Jordan Poole's standard switchback combo, but if we delay that switchback combo a little bit, we get this nice double between the legs dribble, which you probably saw him use in the finals against the Celtics. So take a look at the slow-mo right here. For the first animations, it's a quick right stick tap from right to left. But you will see in this second combo animation, we tap the right stick right, wait a little bit, and then tap the right stick to the left. We allow the right stick to center, and that gives us a different switchback combo animation. So this really shows you the importance of tempo and why it's not smart to spam the right stick. You want to choose the animations that's right for you. So the first signature combo usually is comboing the two different type of switchback combos to get a nice 4 to 5 dribble animation combo that blends well. So just see right there, that's a nice smooth combo which we do by combining the two different sets of switchback combos from Zach LaVine. You also want to make sure that you give the animation time to breathe and play out. Interrupting a switchback combo quickly with another switchback combo will kill your combo animation. So another tip is performing 2 consecutive switchback combos away from your ball hand will give you an extended sig combo, as you can see right here. So with the ball in my right hand, I execute a left-right switchback combo to give us this 4 dribble animation. This is another prime example of how you can build switchback combos by making sure you know how to activate your different combo animations. Again, combos are built in twos and timing is important. Also, by letting the animations guide us, we now know which moves work well together, and that's by comboing these switchback combos. So some elite dribblers have extended switchback combos. You can even do up to 4 sets of different switchback combos, as you can see from Steph Curry right here. And when I tried to execute a second set of switchback combos right here, the animation died because I executed the input too quickly. So as you can see here, I waited for Steph's first switchback animation combo to play out before executing my repeated switchback combos. Now in my second attempt, I didn't let the animation play out from the first switchback combo, and as you can see here, the animation combo will die abruptly. Now someone you want to practice with is James Harden because his switchback combo set is very simple. It's 4 sets of switchback combos to his non-ball hand, and then you will execute the signature James Harden dribble combo. Now remember, at any point of this combo, you can launch out of it by holding turbo and holding the left stick up left or up right, and you can also kill the combo by combining it with your different types of crossovers or escape crossovers, for example. Now Chris Paul is another example of one of these guys with a long switchback combo, and again it's 4 sets of switchback combos to your non-ball hand. Now there are different types of crossovers and between the legs crossovers, but these are all left to right inputs on the right stick repeatedly. And the last thing I'm going to teach is a set of momentum crossovers that are very powerful in NBA 2K23, and they have been for a while now. They're sort of punished because they consume one adrenaline boost, but these are some of the go-to moves in NBA 2K. So the first move is the pull-back dribble, but this one doesn't consume an adrenaline boost bar. So to perform this move, hold R2, tap the right stick up left or up right to perform a crossover, and then hold the left stick down and away from the basket. So in the middle of the floor, with the ball in your left hand, hold R2 and tap the right stick up right, and then immediately hold the left stick down and away from the basket. So from this angle right here, the left stick input would be down and to the right. Always remember that left stick angles change based on where you are on the court, so you want to practice this move from different spots on the court. This is a great way to create separation, and as I mentioned earlier, this does not consume an adrenaline boost bar. The next move is a momentum crossover, and this is a little bit more complicated because it consumes one adrenaline boost bar, but I'll show you in a future video why this isn't necessarily the case. So with the ball in your left hand while holding R2, tap the right stick up right and then immediately hold the left stick up right. With the ball in your right hand while holding R2, you want to tap the right stick up left and then immediately hold the left stick up left. The next move is a momentum behind the back, which is a great launch to get you directly towards the basket because of the angle of the launch. So with the ball in your left hand while holding R2, tap the right stick down right and then immediately hold the left stick up right. With the ball in your right hand while holding R2, tap the right stick down left and then immediately hold the left stick up left. This will launch you in that nice tight angle, which is great in creating space to get you out of some tight situations. So that's it for part 1 of our dribble series, which will give you every move you need to know in order to become a dribble god. Now part 2 will focus on the momentum crossovers, and we'll drill down on some details right there that I don't necessarily explain here because it's a little bit more complicated and deserves more attention. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This will be the first in a 3 or 4 part series on dribbling. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.